wanted to scale an ecom brand in 2025, knowing everything that I know now after helping multiple brands scale past 100K months, this is exactly what I would do. For context, I've helped brands like Bodywork scale from 20K months to 100K months. So I've seen what separates those brands that stay stuck at 10K months from the ones that actually break past 6 figures. The brands that are winning in 2025 aren't just running Facebook ads and hoping for the best. They're not just relying on one single channel and just throwing money at methods hoping that something works. And as much as I would like to sit here and tell you that there's one Facebook ad hack or some creative magic that'll help you scale past 100K months, that's just not the reality. The reality is, to scale your ecom brand past 100K months in 2025, you need an integrated system, which is just something that most brands just don't have. So in this video, I'm going to take you through that complete system and every piece of advice I know. So by the end of this, you have everything you need to scale your brand past 100K months. So the first mistake is the most common yet the most expensive mistake that I see most brands make, and it's really just thinking that spending more money equals more scale. So the first thing I want you to focus on is, how can I get the most traffic to my website? And there's going to be two different ways: organic traffic and paid traffic. Organic traffic is going to be more time spent for you, and paid traffic is going to be more money spent for you. Both work, and if you can do both, they work very well together. I like to use organic content for creative testing, and then whatever goes viral or does really well organically will usually do really well with paid ads. Regardless of which one you're using, you need to make sure you have a system for both. So if you're doing organic content, you need to make sure you have some sort of calendar, some sort of method on the type of content that you're going to be posting, whether that's a founder story on Mondays, some brand content on Tuesdays, some connection content on Wednesdays, whatever it is. Make sure you have some sort of system in a calendar so you stay committed and you stay consistent, because that's what's going to allow you to start seeing success with organic. Next step from there, I would recommend starting to reach out to influencers or creators who can actually make some content for you. That's the great thing about 2025, is that you don't have to be great at content. We have so many creators, influencers that can create this content for you for a low cost. All you have to do is reach out to them, tell them you're sending them your product in return for some content, or you might have to pay them a super low fee, like $50 to $150. So once you have your content strategy, the main focus is getting this content to drive traffic to your website. If you're only getting views and not actually getting people to come to your website, then you're basically just wasting your time. The whole goal is to funnel these people to your website so they can ultimately buy. Next step with this is going to be making content for paid ads. So like I said, you want to take the content that's working organically and start to put some money behind it on paid ads. Paid ads is going to allow you to scale further and amplify the content that has already been doing well and get even more people to your website. All right, so now we got people to our website. So what's next? The next step is you want to have a pop-up form. When people come to your website, they can automatically sign up for some incentive, whether it's a discount, a free shirt, or whatever it is. And the goal is to have anywhere from 5 to 8% of those people actually convert the pop-up sign-up form. If there's anything below that or below 3%, you really need to focus on what's that incentive that you're giving them, and if it's a strong enough incentive for people to actually give their email and their phone number for. So we got the traffic to our website, we got people that actually sign up for the list. Obviously, the people that purchase, you already get their email and their phone number, so that's more people added to the list. So now you're building your database, which is one of the most important things that you can do for your business. So now our whole goal is to nurture these people so they either make that first purchase or come back and purchase again. So how do we nurture these people? Obviously, we want to make sure we have our email and our text flows in place. Some of the most important email and text flows is going to be, one, your welcome series. So this will be an automatic flow that triggers once someone signs up for your list. And generally, you want to have anywhere from 4 to even 10 different emails that you can send over the course of weeks so people can actually understand more about your brand and your mission. So the more emails that you have in this flow, the better. Some type of emails that you want to send, the first one, obviously, you want to have, if you're sending them some discount code, just thanking them for signing up and send them whatever the code is. The second one, you always want it to be more personalized from the founder, more so like a founder story. And then the third one, you want to just remind them of the code and maybe send them a little value. And then for emails 4 through N, you want to mix in some reviews, some social proof, some value, some education. So for example, if you have a mental health brand, one valuable email you can send is 5 tips on how to boost your mental health. So next email you want to send is your browse abandonment. So this is going to be when people browse the site and then they leave. So with these emails, you're basically just reminding them of what products they're reviewing to come back to the site. Maybe after a couple emails, you can give them a discount if you want. Also, you can send some social proof and reviews. Next, you have your cart abandonment and your checkout abandonment. So these are two different flows that you want to have. They could be very similar emails, but just make sure one says come back to the cart, the other one says come back to checkout. All right, so these, you're reminding them to come back. You also want to send them some FAQs, reviews, social proof, handle any objections, and maybe a discount code. Then you want to send a customer win-back email. So usually after 60 or 90 days, you want the customer to come back and purchase if they haven't. And then the last flow is going to be your customer thank you. So with the customer thank you email, you definitely want it to be a little more personal from the founder, just truly thanking them for purchasing and shopping with you, just telling them that they're helping you live out the mission and the whole vision of the brand. And those are going to be the flows that you definitely want to have in place as you are sending traffic to your website. By the way, if you want some help implementing this complete system, go ahead and click the link below in the description to book a call, and we'll see if we're the right fit for you. So now we're nurturing our customers. We got our complete back end in place. So now it's time to send a lot more traffic to our website, and we can do that with paid ads. So with the paid ads, once again, you want to have a system for creative testing. What I like to do is break my creatives down into separate concepts. So for example, if I'm running ads for a clothing brand, one concept could be try on hauls with different hooks. Another concept could just be basic photography. And then my third concept could just be flat lay overhead videos with different hooks as well. So now I'm going to test those different concepts into a CBO, see which one is performing the best, giving me the lowest cost per acquisition, and then basically just turning off the ones that have a high CPA and just not performing well. If our cost per acquisition is under our target cost per acquisition, we can just continue to scale our budget up 20% every 3 days, and that's how you'll be able to scale and get more traffic to your site profitably. So now all you need to do is just focus on your customer experience. You want to continue to get these people to buy from you again. If you only just have first-time purchasers and they never come back, it's going to be really hard to sustain your business for long term. So you definitely want to create that experience. That's why we nurture them through the emails and the texts as well, to be able to get them to come back and buy from you again. And all this is building a community for you long term. So that's everything I have on scaling an ecom brand in 2025. There's a lot here, but if you take these things step by step, you'll definitely see some growth over time. The brands that are going to win in 2025 understand that it's not just individual tactics, but it's a complete system that works together. So thanks for watching. I hope you got some value from this video. By the way, if you're interested in working with me and you want to scale your brand past 100K months with this exact system, go ahead and click the link below to book a call, and I'll speak to you soon. Also, if you want to see how this looks in practice, go ahead and watch this video where I show you how I took this brand from 5K months to over 100K months. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.